Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tish. Hello and welcome. I hope that you all had a happy Thanksgiving. We are starting off this vlog prepping for Thanksgiving. So I didn't really want to overwhelm myself with trying to get the feast together. So I tried to make sure that I planned ahead. I got my recipes together and I kind of had like a game plan for what I wanted to cook first, what I could prep in advance. One of the meals that I knew was going to take a lot of time and energy was cooking collard greens. Matter of fact, I don't really cook collard greens often. I love greens, but I don't usually cook them fresh because of how tedious they are. When I went grocery shopping, I only got one of the little bushels of greens. I guess they're called a bushel. One of the little bundles of greens. I only got one of them because I knew I was not going to be cooking for a whole lot of people. At least I hadn't planned on it. And yeah, the less greens that I had, the less that I had to clean. I did my greens the new school way, which is cutting off the bottoms and then cutting right down the middle and chopping them up and not worrying about cutting out like the middle little stem piece. This is what I use to clean my greens: coarse kosher salt, white vinegar, and water. I know some people just wash their greens directly in the sink, and even though my sink was sterilized and clean, I just have a hard time keeping water in my sink with the stopper. So I bought this brand new collapsible tub off of Amazon. And yeah, I just bleached that thing, cleaned it up really good, and that is what I used to clean and wash my greens. It was the perfect size to me. Again, if y'all cook collard greens, y'all know how tedious it is just with the cleaning part. Like, you gotta go and scrub, and it can take like at least 8 washes in order to get those greens nice and clean. Since I knew it was going to take me a long time to wash my greens, and you know, I wanted to kind of get a jump on prepping for my dinner, I actually washed my greens on Tuesday, washed them real good. I knew I had a lot of time, you know, to go ahead and get in there, do what needed to be done, and I washed them, put them in a Ziploc bag, and stored them in my refrigerator before I actually cooked them on Wednesday. I really like potato salad, so I decided that I wanted to try to cook potato salad for the first time. I boiled some eggs, and then my husband cleaned and peeled some potatoes.
A big mashed potato? Yeah. Hey everybody, we're cooking mashed potatoes today.
That is, here you say it again.
Hello everybody, we're cooking mashed potatoes today.
Yeah, we're cutting the potatoes to make mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes? They make them strong.
And potato salad.
Potato salad or potato cake? Good, karate chop.
These potatoes that I'm chopping up here, I actually used them for my potato salad, and then I also wanted to make homemade mashed potatoes. So I cut up some for the mashed potatoes as well. And after I was done, the ones that I was using for the mashed potatoes, I stored them in cold water in the bowl covered in the refrigerator. Next, I started working on my veggies to add in my potato salad, which is my green pepper, celery, and onion. And I kind of did like a rough chop of these vegetables, but I knew I needed to get them like really diced. And I ain't gonna lie, my knife work needs improvement. And then I remembered, I have a chopper. So I actually took my vegetables and put them in the chopper. My camera died before I could give y'all footage of the potato salad, but it came out amazing. Next, I wanted to get started on my dressing, and I did that by first creating some cornbread. And yes, I used Jiffy out the box. I love the fact that dressing is so versatile. Like, there's so many different types of dressing, and there's debates on the difference between stuffing and dressing, and some people prefer, you know, stuffing over dressing. Me, I've come to the realization that I am a dressing girl, And one of my favorite dressings is actually seafood dressing. And so that's what I was going to make for my family this year. And I believe I made it last year too. I'm thinking that next year when I make dressing, I'm probably going to do it a lot differently and maybe add turkey meat instead of seafood, because I know some people have seafood allergies, which is why I'm only making a small batch of this dressing. But next year I want to make a dressing that everyone will be able to enjoy. So I think that a dressing using turkey will be better suitable for me and my family. And y'all know I'm going to hook it up. It's going to be so tasty. The recipe that I'm using for the dressing, along with mostly all of the other dishes that I am making for my feast, I got off of social media, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. I did my research beforehand and decided which recipes I wanted, and I actually wrote them down and put them in a recipe tin to use in the future. Here I'm getting my cheeses ready for my mac and cheese. These are the 4 different types of cheeses that I'm using for this year's mac and cheese. And here I go grating the cheese, and I ain't gonna lie, I nicked myself a couple times, and then I remembered that I have gloves that help me with cutting and stuff and protect my hands, so I had pulled those out and I was grating the cheese for a little bit. And then my husband was like, girl, why you ain't ask me to grate the cheese? You know that's what I do. And so he got together, grated it all up for me, and here I am just mixing everything together, making sure that it's all evenly incorporated. And then again, I pulled out a Ziploc bag. This one is one of the big, heavy, jumbo Ziploc bags, and put all my cheeses in there. And once I did that, I squeezed all the air out, zipped it up, and I had my cheeses all ready to go and use. So, you know, once I was ready to make my mac and cheese, I didn't have to worry about, oh, I need to grate the cheese. It's already done. By this time, it was time for me to go ahead and make my collard greens. And so I pulled out those greens that y'all saw me wash before, along with the ingredients that you see here, and then I got to work. And the recipe that I'm using for my collard greens this year is actually a recipe that I was using for the first time. You know how they say, you don't experiment on Thanksgiving. Well, I did a whole bunch of experimenting this year, and luckily for me, everything turned out great. Then I got to work on a copycat honey baked ham recipe that I also found online. And the reason why I decided to do my collard greens and my ham on the day before Thanksgiving is, for one, collard greens taste better the next day, in my opinion. And then for two, my family, some of my family members, they like to eat their ham cold. I don't know if that's maybe like a more so northern thing. I like my ham hot, but anyway, I wanted people to have options, and that thing came out amazing. Look at it, it's so beautiful. Next, I got to work on making that seafood dressing that I was telling you all about. Here's a quick look at most of the ingredients. Not pictured, of course, is the shrimp. So I added shrimp and crab meat to my dressing. And here's a quick look at the finished product. Y'all seeing me in my bonnet realness. I didn't get a chance to show y'all the turkey, but the turkey's in the oven. Got like a little less than an hour to go. Trying to figure out what else to cook right now. I need to wipe off that lens from when somebody made the potatoes splash water on my camera lens. Dun dun dun. Yeah, it was you. It was you. You say happy Thanksgiving?
Happy Thanksgiving, I'm grumpy.
You grumpy.
What would you like to eat?
Hi y'all, Daddy's making me mad.
Why?
Because you're saying, what do you want to eat, Layton? And Layton was very grumpy at you, Dad.
I was just asking you a question. What would you like to eat?
And you said everything.
Anyway, I think I'm gonna start working on the mac and cheese, because I gotta make mac and cheese, sweet potatoes. Hubby already cut the sweet potatoes. Also got to do mashed potatoes, rolls, and maybe a dessert. I wrote down a list so I won't forget the rest of the stuff that I have to cook. Trying to get this mac and cheese right because I don't want my mac and cheese to be dry.
I'm whipping it.
I did end up doing the whole box. And them sweet potatoes ready now. Oh, but look at my mac and cheese and the turkey. I don't think I showed the folks the turkey.
The experiment.
On top, right? Yeah. Here is a look at my plate. By the time the food was done, I was starving like Marvin. So we sat down and ate, and look, I was so proud of myself because, you know, my family, they really enjoyed. They was chowing down. They was digging in. Right before I got ready to dig my fork in and start eating, I remembered I had to give y'all a thumbnail. So I was like, let me pose for the thumbnail right quick. For dessert, we had this beautiful pineapple upside down cake. I didn't even know that Cheesecake Factory made that. And it just so happened that my husband's favorite cake is pineapple upside down cake. And yeah, it was really good. We enjoyed it. Was it good?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
It's good too.
It's good. Good.
I like the macaroni best.
You're like, oh, good. Thanks. That's a big compliment. Thank you.
I don't like the yams.
You don't like the sweet yams? Well, I question your taste buds anyway. So.
Yeah, you tripping.
Right.
Taste buds.
Yeah, your taste buds got to take some time to develop. All right, you guys. So overall, this Thanksgiving was a success. It was a little stressful, as always. This is probably like my 3rd or 4th time cooking like Thanksgiving dinner. Why am I saying 3rd or 4th? It's probably like, I've probably been doing this like a good smooth 6-7 years now. But you know, it always pays off when the people eat your food and they tell you how good it is and stuff like that. And you like, yeah, I did that. Mission accomplished. But overall, I hope that you all enjoyed your holiday with your loved ones. I did try to drop you all a community post, a little post wishing you all a early happy Thanksgiving. I posted that yesterday. Hopefully you all got a chance to see that. But yeah, I just want to say that I'm so thankful for each and every one of y'all for viewing these vlogs that I make, and especially for my subscribers. I just am so appreciative of y'all. Y'all really encourage me to keep going with this whole vlogging thing. And speaking of that, I keep telling y'all, Vlogmas is on the way. I can't wait for December 1st to be starting with dropping y'all the Vlogmas content that I have. I've already started kind of like thinking of ideas for like different vlogs and stuff. So hopefully y'all like what I bring to y'all. And yeah, I'm excited for Christmas this year. I can't wait to start decorating and enjoying the festivities and doing it with y'all, showing it to y'all on YouTube. So yeah, like I always say, if you like the video, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you aren't subscribed, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell so that you'll be notified every time I make an upload, especially for when I start dropping these Vlogmas vlogs. But anyway, you guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.